Welcome back, guys. Today I have a new daily. Just bought this 2004 Jeep Wrangler. Has under 80,000 miles, and as you can see, it's fairly rust-free, which is impossible to find in New York. Been looking for quite some time for an automatic with the inline six that was worth buying. I finally found one. It's actually been well over a year that I've been searching. This guy is the Columbia edition, which is a fancy way of saying it has the graphite fender flares and wheels. The interior has silver paint and has Columbia seats. I believe that's the only real difference, other than it did come with these fog lights from factory. Only one works right now. But overall, it's really clean. I eventually want to get some half doors, a hard top, and probably some 31s, but I would like to keep those wheels since they are unique to the trim. I don't watch sports, so I have no idea what that is, so I'll buy a different back cover. Overall, it's in really good shape, though. Needs to be cleaned. It's filthy. The seats are stained. I want to try to pull the fabric back so you can't see the black. The driver's side seat's much worse. But overall, I'm going to tear this thing apart and clean it really well. But before I get into that, one thing I want to do is put a hitch on the back. Main reason for buying this is hunting season starts in 2 days, and I want to be able to throw one of those big carriers on the back in case I get a deer. So I went to the junkyard to see if I could find a used one. Since, again, it's only going to carry one of those little carriers to throw a deer on. The office is here. All of these are rows of cars. I had to go, of course, all the way to C8. It's the only TJ in the junkyard. Damn. It is picked apart. It's rough. Seat's cool though. Looking for a trailer hitch? Hey, although that's a little rough. And it is set on the trailer hitch. Huh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that, unfortunately. Seats are cool though. The other thing I wanted was the hard top and the half doors, which this guy does not have either. Oh well, guess we'll see what other cool stuff they have at the junkyard today, so it's not a wasted trip. Last on the road in 1989. What is this thing? Wild. 48 Studebaker. Old Ford Galaxy. The engine's gone. Last on the road in 83. Can't believe no one wanted to save this. Yes, it is pretty gone. Never mind. Oh, that low rider. '93 Mustang sitting on the ground. So I bought new off of eBay, which I don't have super high hopes for. holds the boom mower in place. So let's go get the bolts out of the boom mower. So I waited for it to snow so that I could lay in the snow and do the trailer hitch, because it makes a whole lot of sense. That nut is stripped, so I pounded an 11/16 socket on and hoping it's going to come off. Alright, so back at it again. Weather here in New York has been insane. Shot the intro. It was raining. Finally got to taking the bolts off the back bumper. Had a hell of a time. It was snowing. I was laying in the snowy driveway. Now the snow is like melted and I'm back out here. Just, it's been crazy. But the bolts, little focus, the bolts are out. So now I'm gonna go pull the instructions up and see exactly what I have to do next. So this is the eBay special hitch. It was $90 shipped. It arrived in like a week. It came with new bolts, luckily, because this is the socket I had to pound onto the end to get that out, and so I've seen better days. So fresh bolts along with these little doohickeys to make the new bolts stick. So figure out how that works and get them thrown on. So I'm gonna fish the bolt up into it. Put this plate through the end. And then fish the plate up. And then pull the bolt down through, which holds that plate up. And then take this guy back off. You know, before I get too far into this, I should probably throw some red locker on there. You can see there's plenty of room on this side, but I'm struggling on that side. So I think I'm going to remove this and try to get I'm going to get the left side put on first and then come back to the right, and hopefully that works. So I have this side on, snugged it up a little bit, but just hand tight. Not looking promising. Doesn't look like it fits. You can see it just hits into that, so a little persuasion. Doubt you're able to see that, but I was able to get this one started. And that one is started. As you can see, beating that thing in just created just enough clearance. So I'm gonna try to get these other two bolts started before I tighten any of them up. They're just snug. I'm gonna get the other side. This snug as well. I'm gonna need a deep socket for that on both sides. Just had to push the exhaust to the side. This thing should be perfect this weekend when I go hunting. Wish me luck. Hopefully I get a deer. I'll update you if I do. Appreciate you watching. Pretty straightforward. It was just 4 bolts. You got to use that little weird thing to fish it through, but was not difficult. Did have to beat that gas tank surround, and then it did Jeep things all over my driveway, but other than that, not a big deal. Appreciate you watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care.